Okay, everyone. I hope you're all here. I'm going to flip the camera. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, here I am. All right. I am going to introduce you to Shield 5. Shield 5 is not something new. It's something that's been around since the founding of this country. God bless America. So, this Shield 5 represents your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which, by the way, if they're arresting you, you've already said too much, you've given yourself up. Shield 5 notifies approaching officers and reminds you, the average citizen, of your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Okay? These problems we're having with law enforcement officers, sorry, I'm going to get with confrontations between law enforcement officers and civilians, some of them criminals, it happens. But what I am about to show you is your protection against, it's a reminder of your protection against unlawful searches and seizures and against self-incrimination through even your eyes, your breath. Sometimes an officer will smell something and bingo, you're in trouble. Sometimes you'll be fumbling around for your license and insurance paperwork, and after you dropped off, or after you loaned your friend your car, okay, you don't know what your friend did, you don't know who was with him, but hey, it's happened to me before. I've loaned my car to friends, and bingo, you know, I've dug out open containers under my seat while looking for my insurance, and yeah, everyone needs it. This is Shield 5. Okay, and look at the top. Attention law enforcement personnel. Got a big graphic attention grabber there. It's legal, trust me. I've contacted the sheriff department and I spoke with deputy, and he said it's okay. As long as I'm not pushing a button and lighting it up and impersonating a police officer, it's okay. Now, one thing you'll notice, somebody approaching this vehicle can't see inside. You can't see inside from the back, which is good, but it's legal, and I'll show you. It's almost like a two-way mirror. You can see out of it. You just can't see in through it. Eventually, I'm going to have these on these backside windows, which is legal. I can put this sign on my rear passenger windows. Okay. So this is your Shield 4, believe it or not. So I may have, you know, there may be something that some officer may find disturbing on I don't know what, but yeah, I've got a tripod for my camera back here. But anyway, this is about shielding a view from the inside of your car. Okay, and that's Shield 4. Look at that 4. Shield 5 is your right to remain silent, and Shield 4 is your right to protect your privacy against unlawful search and seizure. Okay? So, like as I said before in the video, feel free to comment below. Feel free. One important thing is to maintain a clean vehicle, but here is what an officer will see when approaching my vehicle. First of all, There's the protected by Shield 5. And guess what? I have my license, insurance, and proof of insurance and the registration all right there. Oh, but look, there's a message. Attention law enforcement personnel. The occupants of this vehicle are citizens that are protected under the Bill of Rights and the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. You will find my driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance in the packet provided to you right here. See, look at that. They can even slip a citation in there. They can pull this stuff out. They have full access to what they need to do their job. You'll find my driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance in the packet provided to you outside the vehicle. Outside the window, I'm sorry. Any additional questions you have can be directed to my attorney. The occupants of this vehicle do not consent to a search, which is also within our rights according to the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. If you're accusing any of the occupants of this vehicle of a crime or infraction, please issue your citation or summons to appear so that we can be on our way. Otherwise, show your warrant. You should be aware that I'm also recording this incident on video. I think they will. Got that camera. It's difficult to see. This camera. And cameras are important. You need evidence to support your innocence. Because, yes, you're guilty until proven innocent in a court of law. So here, this camera will swivel 360 degrees around my car. I can point it out the passenger window if an officer approaches the passenger. However, I'm going to be designing a curtain that I can pull down over the passenger window to block that as well. That will not only force approaching officers to go to my driver's side and read this written affidavit, because yes, it can be used in court. I can guarantee they'll use every word you say against you, and these words could be used against me in a court of law. Honestly, I don't care. I think the words are well written, and the message is simple, and of course I've got my GoPro. So I have, and here's one more thing I have. I have a mount for, well, you can't see it right now because it's in my hand because I'm broadcasting live. Well, that's the key. When an officer approaches my vehicle, this comes out, and I'm broadcasting live on Facebook or Periscope, whatever social media I want to pick at the time. And so here we are. They approach my vehicle. They pull me over. Hey, they don't like that. They probably won't. Most of them won't. I've talked to one police officer and he can't wait to see it. He's kind of likes it. However, I think some officers might take this as a challenge or a threat, but, or even just picking a fight with them, which I'm not. My intention is to draw awareness not only to the officer approaching my vehicle, but to remind me of my God-given right to remain silent. Which, when I talked to Officer Jacobs, I believe it was, with the Meridian Police Department, he actually thought the idea was good. And he couldn't wait to see it. The reason why I contacted the police was to ask them about this sign, because some people thought that, it might be crime to display that light bar. Well, it's not. After speaking with the officer, it's a sticker. As long as I'm not turning on lights on top of my car and impersonating a police officer, I am fine. So anyway, they read this, and if they have probable cause, you should be aware that I'm recording this incident and will be retaining it as evidence to be used in court if I choose to dispute the charges. I will neither confirm nor deny guilt or innocence with you. This is nothing personal, and I know you're only doing your job. If I'm not being accused of a crime or being detained, I am free to go according to the U.S. Constitution. Further detainment will, if they choose to detain me, if they choose to drag me out of this vehicle for any reason, it will be escalated to their supervisor and or a civil suit. And of course, if you want to learn more about me, you can speak to my attorney, or you can find me on Twitter. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, YouTube, etc. Who is Bry Guy 1955? Or you can follow my website, www.whoisbryguy1955. Thank you and have a good day. So, yes, this is Shield 5. And like I said, eventually I'll have a covering over this window and the other side window, which is perfectly legal. I can see out of them, they can't see in. And it's not that I have anything to hide. You can look, yeah, I've got some papers in there that if I get a bill or something, I put it in there. But obviously, I maintain a clean car, so they don't really have probable cause to search my vehicle. But if they want to search my vehicle, they're going to have to give me an unlawful order or something, but yes, or a warrant. If they don't have a warrant, they're not going to search my vehicle, and I'm not going to allow them to search my vehicle. In closing, everybody, I don't know if anybody's watching this. Periscope shows me nothing. Google lies to me. Facebook lies to me. Stats is where they make their money. So if you're looking for stats, if you're looking for demographic information about, who's looking at this, who's watching me, who's following me, I don't know this. So if you have any questions, comment below. That's the only way I know you're there. But anyway, this is Shield 5, and if you live close to me, if you live anywhere near Boise or Meridian, you're going to see this, because it's on the back of my car in big bold letters. And Shield 5, who is Bry Guy 1955, protected by Shield 5. And of course, 4 is included there. And you can see that this was purely accidental on my part. I designed this whole logo in paint, so honestly, that looks like somebody with no face, not talking, and hiding something behind their back. Well, this is my private residence. This is part of my private property, and they cannot, I will not allow them to look in there as much as they want to, because yes, they do want to fill a quota, most of them. Some of them are nice, like Officer Jacobs in Meridian, with the Meridian Police Force. He was awesome. And I hope to run into him someday on good, maybe he'll pull me over for, well, it looks broken, but I think Officer Jacobs is going to realize that it's legal, because in the state of Idaho, and just because the lens is cracked and broken doesn't mean it doesn't work. The law basically states that when you hit your brakes, no white light should shine. And if I hit my brakes right now, you would see no white light shining, because the only portion cracked here or broken out. Of course, I got tape holding the rest together. Sorry, I'm a poor boy. And one day I'll have enough money to replace this and maybe buy a drone to fly over. Eventually I'll have a drone that flies over behind me and records. I'll have 4 cameras running. One they won't even see above. But anyway, that's Shield 5. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share this with your friends and wake up, America. Wake up. This is the time to shut up and let them do their job. Honestly, they don't want confrontation. A lot of those police officers, they're out there, they're family people, they're just like you and me. They have a job to do. If you're breaking the law, sorry, you deserve what you get. But if you're a law-abiding citizen like me and my family, I want to be protected against anything, including unlawful search and seizure and self-incrimination. Yes, we do it all the time. When an officer approaches your vehicle and says, "Excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" Yeah, you know why they pulled you over, because you were going 48 and 35. Well, you say, "Yeah, I was going maybe 38. And they say, "Well, you just admitted to breaking the law because the speed limit's 35. Their job's done. They're going for coffee and donuts." Whew. You did their job for them. Why make their job so simple that they don't have to do anything? It's time to wake up, America. Remember what the 4th Amendment is and 5th Amendment. They are both included in Shield 5. Please feel free to comment below. Follow me on both my blogs. I've got one blog titled whoisbryguy1955.com, and I've got helloanna.com. Look for my book on Amazon titled A Never Ending Letter. I think you can read it free with Kindle, so I don't know. Doesn't make any money, that's for sure. But anyway, you can read that. My novel's going to be out after the beginning of the year. And of course, if you're interested in Shield 5, maybe you want one of these stickers. This is enough, really. When this gets out, I've got them all over. I could put one over here. I've got some used stickers here that don't really work. But if you're interested in getting some stickers for your car, give me a call. And of course, if you're interested in getting one of our signs for the back of your car, you can comment below as well. Give me a call. Well, if you got my number. But anyway, that is Shield 5. And that is your right, God-given right, that's mentioned in the Constitution. Constitution doesn't give us rights. And believe it or not, government doesn't have rights. Citizens do. So remember, next time you're pulled over, remember Shield 5. And hey, if you want your Shield 5 kit, contact me. You can have a sign in the back of your car. You can have stickers everywhere. You can have signs on the side windows, which is what I'm going to do as well, because it's legal. I just cannot put them on the front. So, there you go. That's Shield 5. Follow me on Twitter. Whoisbryguy1955. Bright Guy 1955. If you figure out who Bright Guy 1955 is, and you can follow me on Facebook, Google Plus, everywhere using that handle. And feel free to share this with your friends. This, as many people might, they might consider it confrontational. That's not my intention. I want to bring back the true definition of the Fourth Amendment and the Fifth Amendment, which is, you turn on the news any day of the week and you're going to hear usually some idiot mouthing off, and then, it just escalates from there. This eliminates any possible human interaction, as long as you're not committing a crime, mind you. And I don't condone this at all. I honestly, if you're a criminal, you deserve to be behind bars. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, you need to remember, because honestly, just because you're pulled over doesn't mean you're gonna get arrested or you're gonna have to pay a fine. There's a lot of variables. A radar detector may not be properly calibrated. A police officer that is writing the ticket may be getting ready to go on vacation, and he has to show up for your court date or it's thrown out. All you do is plead Alfred's plea, acknowledge that the charge was given, and go on your way. The judge will throw it out if the officer's not there. Okay? But if he's there, and you said, yes, I was driving 38 and a 35, well, he clocked you at 48. You were trying to be kind of honest, but you dug yourself into a hole, and now you got to pay your way out. Good luck. But anyway, let's show you one more time. There is Shield 5. And I hope, it's difficult, it's getting dark here, but if you've been watching the video, you'll see this better, and you can read some blog posts that I wrote about it. You have the right to remain silent. Again, that's whoisbrightguy1955.com. And then there's a good long article about what is Shield 5 and why we need it. Have a great day.